Hi. So I'm doing a quick review here on a product that I haven't seen any reviews for. This is the Hornady CamLock style bullet puller. It uses the same collets as RCBS and Lyman, but I've actually got the Hornady brand one, so somebody can't blame me for what I'm about to say with the wrong one. This one is the number 6, such as you'd use for 9mm or 38s. And the one in it is for 7mm through 30 caliber. I even have the receipts from them stuck to the side of the packaging. RCBS makes a very similar puller that you rotate the handle. This is, to me, a little more convenient and fast. You set it, lock the collar right here, and just cam it. And that makes it very quick. It mounts in any normal press and you just use your shell holder. I prefer that to the hammer type ones where you're beating on something and feeling like you're going to break it and making a racket and all of that. It will sometimes slip off of some bullet profiles unless you clamp it down, but most of the time you can pull a bullet without marring the bullet, and that gives you a way by feel to tell if your crimp strengths are consistent, among other things. The things I like about it is it's consistent, repeatable, fast. It gives you the ability to do that. Hornady by far has the best lock ring design. It's a split ring with finger knurls and wrench flats. Wrench flats are always better in my book. Wrench flats you can turn with a wrench if you need to, and you can turn with your fingers if you don't. Finger knurls, well, you have the choice of chewing it up with vice grips or channel locks. RCBS puts a stupid set screw through theirs to chew up your threads, so you're choosing between chewing your own die up or having it come loose, or often both. Lee has an O-ring which works pretty well, and they're cheap. I actually kind of prefer Lee's ones to RCBS. I find they do lock in place and stay consistent, and you can use 2 of them locked together as a lock nut. Hornady's better than all of them in that it has an Allen wrench, so you can clamp it in place and it will not move without damaging the threads. Much more repeatable. Frankly, this particular die doesn't even need a lock ring for its intended purpose, but it's a very nice lock ring. So, to change out the collets, you unscrew this piece and drop it out. And there's a little plunger that you can see is operated by the cam action. Doesn't move a lot, but doesn't need to. So, the bad. Well, there's 2 things I don't like about this. I believe they put on whatever kind of surface treatment they put on this after cutting the threads, and it threads roughly into every die or turret head that I've threaded into. And I have Lee and RCBS dies and stuff, and they don't, so I know it's actually this that has the rough threads. The second thing is, I think they either were sloppy with their alloy or didn't appropriately harden it, because about a week ago I was using it and it just didn't seem to want to pull. And I looked at the end, and I don't know if I've got this at the right focal length, but hopefully this is turning up on the camera. It actually cracked and split out. I don't think I was being abusive with this. I have clamped it down fairly hard, but it just shouldn't have done that. I would expect, short of using a cheater pipe on it, that you shouldn't be able to get enough leverage to blow out the end. So this one, I've had it, probably just past the warranty period. I've still got my receipts actually, so I'll have to look. But I bought this one at Cabela's, and maybe they'll be nice about it. I will append the video to note whether they replaced it or not. That's all. So, in general, I would suggest this strongly, but because the fact that it split out, I have to downgrade that. I don't really know whether to recommend this or not. If this is a common problem, then I would definitely not recommend it. And if I just got a one-off fluke, then it's the best design on the market. I do find it a nuisance that this lock ring almost always comes loose on me. I'd much rather have one with wrench flats that I could actually properly lock.